I just dropped off a couple of solds at the post office, and on my way back I always pass a Goodwill. Well, it happens to be Wednesday, and so long as they're still doing this, it should be senior day. Anyone over 55, I'm over 55, and so I should get a discount. I think it might be 50%. Well, the parking lot is full, so I will try to film for you in there, maybe just take some pictures. We'll see what happens, because sometimes when it's really full, it's really hard to film. My cart is usually blocking someone because the aisles aren't that big, and so I'll do my best to try to get you some footage.
Today I'm starting in the clothing aisle.
This pattern caught my eye, and when I looked, it's Land's End. It's a size 6, which actually fits my daughter. I think I'm going to get these for her. These are orange tag $5.99 because they're Tommy Hilfigers.
As I was walking back to Housewares, I saw that in the case, it looked like they might have a seatbelt handbag in there.
What is this back here? This is adorable. $5.99. Oh, it's got a big chip on it. Darn it. Let me see what these are. Cute little cat mug, and this is a little glass big. You guys probably can't see that, but it says glass big ramekin. If there was more of them, I might get them, although this one has no price on it. I love Christmas ornaments. These all say Christmas in New York, $3.99, and that is a restaurant wear platter in there. A little vintage radio, $4.99. Put that in here.
This was really cute, but I did decide to leave it behind. If you look real close, there's a cat on the snowman's vest. This is part of the Cat's Meow collection. Well, this is the Snowman collection. I comped him out on eBay, and it turns out they don't sell for very much.
That is really pretty. Toyo, Japan.
Also in my cart right now are these dessert plates, but I do need to look them up.
So I just looked these up. They don't sell for a lot. This particular pattern is so pretty. It's called the Tea Rose pattern, so I am going to be putting these back on the shelf.
I also put in my cart these 2 cobalt blue baking dishes. But sadly, they had to go back on the shelf. They do not sell for a lot. I did test this, and it does work. I asked the clerk to show me that handbag there, the brown one, and it turned out it was not a Harvey seatbelt bag. so I did leave that behind. They were also asking $39.99 for it.
I put things in my cart and I took things out of the cart because I always comp them out. So there'll be a haul at the end of this video. I feel like I got some really good items. I didn't get a lot, a few items. There's a few for me, and then the rest is for resale. And the lady was so nice, the cashier. I see her all the time, and I asked her if it was senior day. She said yes, and she goes, yeah, it's 90% off. And I'm thinking, no, it's not. I said, oh, that would be nice, you know. And she's like, oh, no, it's actually only 20%. I thought it was 50% or maybe 25, but I'll take 20% off. I know that usually every other Friday they have 50% off sales, and there wasn't a lot of things on the shelf that I was willing to put into my cart, you know. So unless they get a lot of donations or they can move a lot of items, I don't know when I'll be back to this location. It is my house. I'm always passing by it. I could stop in here every day, but I don't want to do that. Anyways, if you saw my previous video, I am like doing a really big push to start listing items, and I will be doing more of that. In fact, I'm not going to film it though. I'm not going to keep filming listing videos because I know that's not something you guys like to watch. But today what I did before I came thrifting was a lot of the items that I had listed up, which I did like 20 some items. I started cross posting them to Etsy, knickknacks, and whatnot. And I tell you what, that is a pain to do, but I set up my laptop, my phone, and once you get into the rhythm of it, it becomes really easy. But initially it's like you're just so resistant, and oh, this is just so many extra steps. But I think it's worth it. I don't have a lot of things listed up on knickknacks yet. I had only listed up like 3 or 4 items before my ski vacation, just to have something on there, because I got approved recently, and so I didn't want to like not have anything there. So I'm gonna do a bigger push and put more items on there. I'm not gonna put sets of dishes and stuff like that. I did put some like smaller like juice glasses and things, but I'm trying to think about that with whatnot too. So I'm gonna definitely get back to doing my whatnot sales. I was going through, because once you're in whatnot, you're like, oh well, wait a sec, I'm not gonna put these, they're all on auction, and I want to switch them all over to buy it nows. And in fact, one of the packages I showed you earlier that went to the post office was a buy it now. I sold a buy it now item on there. And so I need to get a lot of the old items that I had in for my live auctions out of auction and into buy it now. So that's another like admin thing. It is something I can do in the evening. I can even sit there while we're watching something on TV and kind of like do it. It's not that hard. But I'm doing a big push to list a ton of items and cross post, get back to whatnot sales, and then eventually I'll have to find out how to do like a live sale on knickknacks, or is Jocelyn only having certain people do them? I'm not sure how she is doing that, or whether or not you can just schedule one and do it and it's fine. I don't know if they have to run consecutively, or if they can run simultaneously like they do on whatnot. But that is my plan, so that I just want my sales to pick up, and the one way to do that is to list. I have entire sets of dishes that are sitting in my kitchen, so some of my overflow is taking up room where I don't want it to take up room anymore, and it's my death pile or money pile, and I just got to get it listed. I know this is long-winded, but stay tuned. The haul is coming up from the Goodwill, coming up in a minute. Oh, before I let you go, my total spend was $25. That was with the 20% discount, and then I rounded up, so it was $25 even. These are the 3 items that I bought to flip online. I told you my total spend was $25, but that included the clothes that I bought for myself. I took that out now, so my total spend for the items to flip was $10.92. And let's just get started here. So these were a set of 4 ornaments. I was like, oh, I am so into Christmas ornaments now. I just love them. And this is all New York City. It says Christmas in New York. I looked at the tops of them to see who makes them, and it says American Christmas. I thought, okay, never heard of that brand. And I paid, let's see here, well, $3.99. You got to minus 20% off of the prices. I'm going to sell this as a set of 4, but I did see this flag listed up individually, and they were asking $15 for it. I'm going to wait till either Christmas in July or maybe start to list all my Christmas stuff in like October. Of course, that's not the sold price. We all know that. But in general, if I expect to get, roughly $10 to $15 for each of these, I would think for the set of 4 that I'm going to be in that $40 to $45 range for the set of 4. These are all hand-blown glass ornaments. Now, I never go looking in the toy section, but this was on a new cart, and I'm like, oh, that looks really old. That's a Fisher-Price. I know that Fisher-Price items sell usually pretty well, and they were asking $4.99. Of course, I got 20% off. And so in looking at the solds, this particular toy, and it does work. If you turn the little dial here, it does work. It does Farmer in the Dell. It is getting on average between $13 and $15. So that's what I would expect for that. And then this was just too beautiful. I just love the flowers on it. The butterflies, $3.99. Again, 20% off. It is made by Toyo. It says Blue Bonnet. Designed by Maggie. And Japan. Can never get it to focus completely, but that's what it says. So this is just a trinket dish. It's just beautiful. It's kind of got like a heart shape to it. I would expect to get between $12 and $15 for this. So I think I did pretty well with the ornaments. I think they're always going to be the money maker. Keep your eye out for vintage Christmas ornaments. I hurried up and listed these items already. They're both on eBay. And this one I also put up in Poshmark. I have had really good luck putting home goods in that home goods section of Poshmark, whether they're vintage or not. I've sold lots of mugs and vintage glasses and things, and I thought this would just be perfect. I love the purple accent of these flowers and butterflies. I just thought it would be a nice thing to put in there.
I love reading your comments, so drop me a comment down below. Please subscribe and hit that notification bell. That'll let you know when a new video is available. And I will see you guys later.